halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that...
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Marcus Davenport, the first-rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing on second and long. Goff, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. DC. I got you. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Strip the ball.
Third and long. It's gone. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense. Get the ball.
And McCoy loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, Mike 20.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 49, check 49, check 49.
Here's Adams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Come on, Arvin. Check 26, check 26.
They'll run again with Adams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Y'all not ready. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Jackson down. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, Adams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long.
It's third down and 12.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Watch the run, watch the run. Good sock, baby, that's baby sock. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. I got you, son. I got you.
From the gun, Jackson. His throw caught. What about the 5? And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Check 9, check 9. Watch out, watch out, right now.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Check, check, lucky. Any weapon. Hey, switch gears. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Again, here's Adams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal.
Single. Check 82.
Man left. Mike 35, Mike 35.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Converge.
35's the mic.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
I'm coming. 35's the mic. Watch twist.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And he's got it. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs.
I got you. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 98 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that carry of 98 yards is now tied for the second longest in NFL history.
Amon Green did it, I believe, in 2003 when he was playing for Green Bay.
Against the Broncos, I think.
And just face it, no matter who was running the ball, for that distance, give them some oxygen as well as the touchdown. What a play.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Adams. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson, and that is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
You got nothing. Mike 35.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey, exit.
Gone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back. After this. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking out, Ron.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different?
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now gone. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, gone. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Black. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. Goff now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. Completes it to Hardman. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again. Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was Minka Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. The Bills on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing again is gone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Watch 98. 98 to Mike.
Right here, right here.
Here's Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3 down. Kill.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Goff now to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Rush in. Cornell. Rush in.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Throwing now. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, you got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
First down, Bills.
180. Hey, here we go, D. Two.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Go. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55. Tiger. Good track. Turbo,
From the red zone now, Goff. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel